Merry Christmas, everyone, for all of you out there who are celebrating Christmas today. The Angel Raphael asked me to send a message, a channeled message, which I'm going to do right now. For those of you who might be having a hard time today, or Christmas isn't just that easy. Sometimes Christmas is filled with eggnog and music and fires crackling and family and friends and beautiful dinners and gifts. And other times it's just not that way. The magic might be missing, or it might just not be exactly what you were hoping for on many levels. And so Raphael asked to come in and just say hi to everybody and to wish you a Merry Christmas and to send you love and to share a message. So I'm going to channel the Angel Raphael. I've been channeling the Angel Raphael, who's the angel of healing, since 1989. When I do that, I close my eyes and my body kind of rocks back and forth, and I say hello. And wherever you are in the world right now, you're just going to say hello right back. And then Raphael's energy will come in as it merges with me, comes through my vessel, and I will bring the message through for all of you. So I'm going to do that right now. And then when I'm finished, I'm going to probably just hang up and wish you a Merry Christmas. So I'll see you then. All right, here we go. Hello, 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 hello. We're very delighted to be here in this now moment and to tune to all of you and this frequency that you speak of as Christmas. It is our understanding, as we, in a sense, are flying across the globe, that many of you are in a celebratory space, and energetically, we are also recognizing that many are alone. And it is that we are wanting to attune to those who perhaps in this now moment are all by themselves. Perhaps they have lost a family member or a spouse, or perhaps you are one in which your child is no longer here, or perhaps is not even speaking to you. Perhaps it is that you are very old in this now moment, at the end of your life in a facility or a nursing home, and no one has come to visit. Perhaps you are in your car and it is very cold and you do not have any money or food. Perhaps you're even on the streets. You could be a soldier in a war zone or a nurse working a very late shift, or a doctor in the emergency room. You could be the countless who are working tonight to serve others who may need something in your industry, such as gas or whatever it may be. There are those who are in homeless shelters and those without, who are in a frequency in this now moment of some type of lack or grief or sorrow or pain. Or it might simply be that you have everything all around you, and yet there is this emptiness inside. Or that you are at a long and beautiful table, and yet you cannot connect with those that are there with you, or they have a different thought or belief system, and you are forced to repress or to be quiet, and yet you are trying so hard to be kind and jovial. It could be that you are deeply exhausted from Christmas itself and all of its trappings, forgetting the light and the purpose of it. For there are many reasons in this now moment that some may be in pain in some way inside their heart. Perhaps you are with a sick child in the hospital, or in the hospital yourself, or dealing with a grave illness, or at the death of your own body. We know that all of this may sound intense and sad, and yet it is deeply part of the human experience. But we are here to remind you of who we are. You see, I am the Archangel Raphael, and yet I am a collective energy of love and of light. There was a moment in which you were with me. We're old friends. I held you, and you are embraced by my energy, for you also had the same energy. You were in the abyss, the void, the emptiness. You could float and were filled with light and energy. And yet there was this pulsation, this calling to densify and to spiral down into the depth of time and space where you landed in the womb of your own mother, the hearting beat of her frequency. She may or may not be with you in this now moment. She may have passed. She may be sick or old. She may be right by your side, but every word or breath out of her mouth somehow agitates or annoys you. Or she might be embracing you in the most loving and supportive way in which we hope you are moving into deep gratitude. But whatever it is, you chose this mother, you see. You might have forgotten about this. You forget so many things, for together we were there in the light, the energy. In some regards, it is what we call the black night, the emptiness, the void of all that ever was and all that ever shall be. It is creation itself. And as you were there was this design, you see, that you made, this plan to come to earth. You raised your hand so high, you volunteered, you say, I'll go, knowing you have perhaps been here many times before, but there is a forgetting that washes over you in the love that you feel and the energy and the space beyond time. And you knew, but you wanted to feel the sensations of earth, the elements and the water and the air and the fire, the senses of smell and taste, the feeling of being held by a loved one. And yes, also the pain, the heartbreak, the grief, the sorrow, the falling to your knees in agony, the begging for forgiveness. And you designed a map, a plan with us, with me, a plan to come to Earth, a map that says this is who I am and why I am coming and what I am to do. And in that plan, there were moments in which you decided yourself, we know it is hard to believe, to experience things in the human experience, energies, situations, frequencies, people, connections, contacts, even moments where you were to lose another or to be the victim of assault or abuse. It is not easy where you are now as you dropped into your mother, as you passed through the womb into infancy, as you were held and moved through the human experience, and the veil became, oh, so very thick, and the deep forgetting of who it is that you are and the plan in which you designed. Now, do not forget, you always have free will. The plan can be shifted, can be changed, can be molded. You are the master of your experience, and yet the underpinning, the design itself in relationship to the inner planets, to the stars, to all things aligned in a particular way for you, designed by you. And yet, when you drop into the moments of deep despair, in the loneliness of losing someone, or the agony of physical pain in the body, or a sense of hopelessness, there is this forgetting. But I want to remind you that those moments are just moments, and that they too shall pass, that in your design was playfulness and joy and abundance and beauty and vitality and health. For it is a weaving of all of this and more. And today you might find yourself feeling alone or isolated, but I am here to remind you that you are never, ever alone, for I am here with you. And that may feel like a sense of emptiness because you cannot see me, cannot necessarily feel me, But perhaps in this very moment, the frequency in which I pass through this physical vessel, you can hear me. I love you. In a love that perhaps you have not felt or known, or perhaps you have. The love in which you were bathed in before you came to earth, and the love that you shall experience when you return. But I ask of you, do not take your life prematurely. Do not leave this world until it pops up on your map, the moment, the time in which you chose for it to be. And it may be soon for some of you. You may be old or sick or at your last breath. And for those, I welcome you home into the frequency of bliss and joy and love and remembering. But for many, you have a journey ahead, and it might feel difficult and long in this now moment. But I assure you, there is beauty and light and laughter and playfulness and abundance and synchronicity, for you can attune to all of those frequencies, for they are in the network of energy around your globe, accessible to you at any moment as you choose to place your attention there. Now, I want to remind you it is all right to cry, to feel sad, to fall to your knees, to scream, to holler, to whatever you need to do to release the pent up energy within your energetic cellular being. But then let that go and open to the possibilities of light, the synchronicity of magic all around you. For if you are listening to this emotional moment, you have electricity. You can access something along the great web. Perhaps today you'll use it to play celestial songs of uplifting and beautiful music made by masters. You will find the appreciation inside what is even the black box of comfort that will be there, that will care for you. And if you are able, I ask you to step outside and onto the great mother, her earth itself, to feel the beating of her heart, to look up into the sky, to see the stars as they are lit, or the moon that passes by, to find a way to feel the presence pulsating of life all around you. But perhaps you are bound in a hospital room or a bed. May you simply hear the songs of the angels. May you feel a feather cross your face as you sleep tonight. May you invite me into your heart. May you place your hand in this very moment on your heart. Can you sense the pulsation of your own heartbeat, the miracle of that alone? For you are not plugged into anything, but yet you are into the source of all that is and ever have be. Feel the heart beating inside. This is your life force. Feel my hand upon your heart as I come and approach you, moving closer. Feel the gentleness as I kiss you on your cheek. Feel my hand as golden light pours into your crown and through your entire body and out your feet and into your hands. May you take those healing hands to any place upon you that needs my love. For I come today to remind you that you are not alone, that we are old friends, ancient in fact, and that there are beings all over, perhaps not in this moment, in this dimension, but that are near and here for you. For open the doorway, remove the veil to feel our love and our frequency. However, we may come today in a form that you can only see if you can move into the frequency of gratitude. For we may arrive in a bird that passes by, or the beauty of the snow that might be falling where you are. We may arrive in the warmth of hot water or a cup of tea. We might arrive in the nurse who is soothing you today and caring for you in your bed. You might be in a war zone and alone, but take a moment and a breath to feel the beating of your heart, to find the beauty in humanity, to find those who are caring for the sick and the wounded. Move into and begin to notice the life and the beauty all around you, for when you start to pay attention to it, it shall amplify. For you may even be in a cell or in jail. You might feel deep sadness for the unfolding of your human experience, but remember, you are not a victim, for you are the great master of your own design, and that design can be shifted and changed in a moment through the attention of your energy, your word, your thought, and of course, the love in your heart. I am here to tell you that you are divine. You are absolutely perfect as you are. There is nothing that you need to do or be or have other than who you are now, for it is the letting go of how you want it to be and dropping into the presence of this moment. I invite you now to take a deep inhale, to breathe in the life force energy, and to exhale the manifestation of joy and bliss and love and compassion. Perhaps you're feeling sorry or alone. Can you get outside and find someone else to meet, to serve? May you go to a kitchen and help those who are homeless. Can you bring a blanket to someone who is cold? Can you find a way to move outside of your own pain and your own sorrow? That is who you are, a divine being of love. And so I love you. I ask you in this moment, as we come to close, to go to the mirror, wherever you may be, and to look into the depth of your being, into the soul, into your eyes. They are filled with light and beauty. Everything is inside of them. The stars, the map of your frequency, your destiny, your experience, the inner waters, the primordial energy of sound and light and color, the geometries of dimensions and space. It is all designed inside. Look into the beauty, the depth of your own soul, and repeat, I love you, over and over and over, perhaps with the name in which has been given to you or you identify with afterwards. I love you, Kelly. I love you, Sandra. I love you, John. Whoever it is that you are, I love you. I love you. And in that, the heart will break open. Light will expand. A remembering of where you came from and where you shall return will flood over you. And in the meantime, through linear time, you will get to choose gratitude, bliss, joy. In the emptiness or the aloneness you might feel today, use it to feel and express, to feel free. Perhaps you will paint or draw or dance or sing. Or perhaps you cannot move, but you will listen to the songs of the angels. Place your attention somewhere within the beauty of all that surrounds you, even in this moment of darkness. I am always here with you, and you may always call upon me, for I am sitting right next to you now, and I hear your prayers, and those prayers are answered in the worthiness in which you know to believe they are. And so it is. Much love, much light, many blessings, and Merry Christmas. Hmm. All right, everyone. I'm just loving you. And it's a new year coming, 2025. And it's going to be quite a ride, but it's also going to be amazing. And you get to make it whatever you want it to make it to be. Remember, you're the master of your own experience, and you have free will to choose where to put your energy and your attention. So put it somewhere beautiful right now. Move into the frequency of gratitude. And remember, you're not alone. All right? I love you.